So I guess Jocelyn is gonna start playing these little kiddie games. I don't understand why she took Spencer's advice. I mean, he is younger than them. I mean, it's kind of weird seeing Jocelyn and Spencer together, with her being 15, him being a little younger. You know what I mean? When they were just around the same age, like 3 years ago. So it's a little odd. But I don't know why. Even I have to agree with Carly on this one. I don't understand why she took Spencer's advice. Even Carly said it. She was like, "I love the kid, but his advice is a little out there." And I agree, it is. Like his advice will get you into some trouble. I'm just saying, trouble that you don't want. Um, I don't know if I would have particularly listened to him. It's just, he's smart for his age, but at the same time, that advice that he gave her was some little kid shit. Cause it's like you don't play them little kiddie games, like make somebody jealous. I hate when people do that. It's childish. It's like if you got something on your brain, tell the fucking person what you feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like all them little kiddie childish games ain't gonna do nothing but lead to more drama and more trouble. The drama is good for the fans, but it's like it's just gonna lead to some bad ass situations. You know what I'm saying, that you don't want. And I feel like this little plan may backfire. It might work out in Jocelyn's favor, but at the same time, it could backfire on Jocelyn. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen shit like this before where people try to make somebody jealous, and 9 times out of 10, it backfires and it doesn't work, and it makes the situation worse. So I'm just saying, like, you gotta be careful when you do little shit like that. Playing them little kid games, I'm telling you, that shit will hurt you in the end. Cameron is all for it because I think in Cameron's mind, he feels like, oh, okay, so we're gonna pretend to date, and she may just actually start liking me for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how that boy mind work. He think he's slick, but in the end, he could end up getting hurt too because Cameron has real feelings for Jocelyn. So if things don't work out in the end for him, it's just gonna fuck with his self esteem. It's gonna fuck with his mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people can get hurt in this particular type of storyline. Like there's gonna be a casualty or maybe casualties. More than one. I'm just saying. That's why you have to be careful when you play games of the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be careful when you do shit like this because it can fuck up a friendship. It can mess up everything that has been years of friendship, and it could just ruin everything, so you don't want to play that game. um yeah, you don't want to do that. So I guess today is Oscar's birthday, and he's pretty much not doing nothing to celebrate it. He wants to celebrate his birthday his way, not his mother's way, not Drew's way, his way. But his mother, she was planning on taking him out to dinner, a little birthday cake. He doesn't want to do none of that. And of course he still doesn't want to have the surgery. The trial that could possibly save his life. He doesn't want to do it because he feels like it could kill him quicker than the cancer could. I understand what he's saying because there's risk to everything, but I would at least research the trial. You know what I'm saying? Like talk to the doctors, at least try. You know what I mean? Like you have to. You have to try. Like you can't just shut that situation down without looking into it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just shut that option down. You have to look into it. I feel bad for Kim because she doesn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Everything, and I agree with her. She feels like everything that she says to Oscar is wrong, even though she's trying to be positive. She's trying to be loving and supportive. I think because she being the parent, he doesn't want to hear what she has to say. Because he feels like it's just her trying to control him and yada yada yada. So he doesn't want to hear it. Um, I do like the fact that Alexis tried to talk him out of the whole emancipation thing. Because basically, he wants to get emancipated from his mother. So that way he can make his own decisions for himself in a legal sense. Like whether or not he has to have surgery and whether he wants to do it legally, Drew and Kim can make that decision for him. So he's trying to take that power away from them by getting himself emancipated. I can understand that, but at the same time, I'm just happy that Alexis, even though she couldn't talk him out of it, because he basically told her, like, if you don't take my case, I'll go to Scott Baldwin. And trust me, you don't want to go to a sleaze like Scott. I'm just saying. Um, But I am happy that she told him to at least think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because he should. It's like you shouldn't make big decisions like this on emotion, and that's where he's making these decisions on based off of emotion, and you don't want to do that because it can have a lasting effect. Um, and the last thing you want to do is take this to court. This storyline reminds me so much of One Life to Live with Matthew Buchanan and Nora and Bo. I remember when he was paralyzed and he wanted to walk. He wanted to have a surgery. And Nora and Bo didn't want him to have the surgery because they felt like he could die. And, Bo couldn't afford to lose another child since his son Drew died back in 1998. So I think it was 97, 98 he died. Um, So he hired Ted Delgado as his lawyer, and Matthew ended up winning. And I remember Nora and Bo still didn't want him to have the surgery, even though he won the case to make his own decisions for himself legally. They basically kidnapped him and took him to London to the Buchanan compound. That was a pretty fun storyline, though. But this definitely has some similarities to it in a way. Not totally the same, but similar in a way. Um, the only difference is he doesn't want the surgery. Matthew wanted the surgery, but this kid doesn't want it, and his parents want him to have it. Um, I just don't see this ending well for anybody. If they take this to court, it's gonna end badly for everyone. Like it's just gonna leave a bad taste in everybody's mouth. You don't. That's why Alexis was trying to tell him you don't want to do this. That's serious, and you don't want to take it there. I do love that Bobby was there to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like for her to be a shoulder to lean on, and share her experiences with losing a child, because a lot of people in that town can talk to Kim about that. They've all been through what she's been through, just in different ways. But a lot of them have lost children. Um, so there's no easy way of dealing with this situation. Carly, of course, has to meddle in the situation when she's seen Oscar and Alexis together. She talking about, oh, I'm just gonna go over there to say, hey. I said, Carly, back the hell off, mind your business. I can understand why she wants to get involved because it involves her daughter. He basically broke her daughter's heart, so of course she's involved. But Carly needs to understand, like, you don't have to involve yourself in every situation with your kids. Like, you don't. You need to sometimes take a back seat. But of course, Carly being Carly, she doesn't understand that logic. Um, which makes her who she is, I suppose. I figured that Aiden was being bullied in school. I figured it because the teacher was basically kind of alluding to it, like by saying that he doesn't go outside, he's not social at school. And Elizabeth was basically letting the teacher know, like, he's the polar opposite at home. Like, he's very social at home. It's clear that he's being bullied. It's not uncommon. I've seen it happen in school many of times with other kids and things where, bullying is horrible. Like it fucks with your self-esteem, your mentality. It really like messes with you. I feel bad for Aiden. I really do. Cause no kid should have to go through that. Um, and it's a shame that it's still such a major issue today. You know what I mean? Like it's a real shame. But I don't think bullying is ever really gonna stop. I really don't think it will. Um, but hopefully they can figure the shit out. Hopefully. But it's good that Franco and Liz had that little parent teacher conference. Um, so anyway, Julian basically, was there to comfort Kim. Kim was upset for obvious reasons because she didn't want to tell him about Oscar's illness or whatever, but Julian basically figured it out. He figured it out on his own and stuff like that. And she was a little upset that he knew, but it's like it's easy to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Like the anvils were already there for him to figure it out, to connect the dots. But it's good that he can be a shoulder for her to lean on because she needs one. Um, I figured as much when it came to Jordan and Curtis getting married at the Hornet Star because there's really only two places people have events in that town. It's the Hornet Star and it's the Metro Court. Olivia basically told them they couldn't have the Metro Court because um, somebody already booked the ballroom, so they couldn't do their wedding there. So she was like, maybe Lulu will offer up the Hornet Star as a wedding present. Maybe she'll let them use it for free First of all, if I was Lulu, there's no way I'm letting you use it for free. I might give you a discount, but I wouldn't say totally free. I mean, shit, at the end of the day, she is a businesswoman, and it is a business. Like, you have to pay for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't give it to him totally free. It would definitely be discounted. Um, but free, no. I might knock off like 30%. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, we still gotta make money. It's a business. Um, But yeah, I figured that they would have to get married there because that's the only place for people in that town to really get married. Um, where else are they gonna get married? I really still didn't like the wedding that Mac and Felicia had 5 years ago when they got married at the Floating Rib. I didn't like it because I felt like they should have got married somewhere more grander. You know what I'm saying? Especially seeing as how they've been on the show for some, they're legends on the show. I just felt like they should have done better. Alexis still needs to mind her business when it comes to Christina and working at the pub. Like, she just don't learn to back off. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hope you all have a great day. See you all later. Peace.